All right, I just want to make a very quick video, a video comparison between the CJ2 Prime and the Wizard base, because when I was looking into the Wizard base, when I was looking into a new, a proper Wizard pair of boots, I didn't find enough information about, enough comparisons between these two boots. I looked into the CJ2 Prime mostly because it's not too expensive, even though we're talking about something that costs 300 euros in Europe, only the boots. So I cannot say that it's not expensive. But definitely less expensive compared to the beautiful Wizard base. So I decided to go with the CJ Prime 2, which I loved it, and I was carrying this for a long time, mostly indoor, as you can see, because it's basically brand new, and I'm selling this, by the way. And was really happy with it, but then I started looking into the Wizard base again. I was like, okay, I do have the budget. Let me buy these boots, and let's see if I will regret it someday. And I did it. I'm skating a lot, kind of every week. I skate indoor most of the time, so I thought it would have been a good investment. But these boots cost kind of 800, 900 euros. It's a lot of money. And for me already this was kind of expensive. I decided to pull the trigger, and long story short, I'm really glad that I did. So this is my choice whenever I have to do Wizard skating stuff. I love it. I will never go back to the CJ, and actually since I got this once, I never skated the CJ2 Prime again. Of course, this is a comparison. It's not for saying that this is a better boots compared to the CJ2 Prime. I believe it is, because it was made for Wizard skating stuff. You get the stiffness, you get a lot of features that you're looking for if you want to do Wizard skating. So it's not for saying, okay, this is bad, this is good. It's more like a comparison, so you know what to expect, because it's more like a gift for myself of the past, because when I was looking into these two boots, I didn't have a good resource that was explaining what's the difference between these two amazing boots. So first of all, there are a couple of things that I want to point out. The first thing is the liner. When I saw this liner the first time, I thought, okay, this is amazing. They did a great job. They're probably looking at other companies and see how things are kind of done at some other big companies, famous companies, and they're kind of imitating the style, and you get this low foam liner, which I believe is a really good quality. It is. But compared to this one, which only this, I think it costs 200 euros. This is an Intuition liner made for Wizard, and this is a game changer. Before trying this out, I was like, okay, how much difference can I see between these two liners? Because while looking at this one, I was like, wow, this is good. It's good. They did a great job. You get this low foam liner, which was kind of breaking in very well. I loved it. But when I checked this, I was like, okay, it's another level. And the main reason is the tongue and the support that you get here. This is a game changer. And as you can see here, I'm using these hockey laces because I basically usually put them around the boot like this to have as much support as I can on the front of the boot. So when I push here, I get support, and this is what I needed. At least this is the way I like to skate. And this was never enough, mostly because of the liner. And honestly, since I'm not really experienced, I didn't know that this would have been such a huge game changer. And as you can see here, this is a very thin liner. It's really soft. And to me, this didn't look like an issue until I tried this one. This one is a bit thicker, but the point is that it's so hard. And when you push on this, you get so much support on your ankle. Is of course always a bit difficult to explain, but this is a huge game changer, and there is a huge difference between these two. If you put this together with the carbon cuff and these really nice systems, you get a support that is far away from what you can get from the CJ2. Is this always better? It depends on what you do. For me, for I guess the pure wizard skating moves, this is always better. I don't see why you would prefer something that is not as stiff as this one. So as I said, the combination of these and the carbon cuff, it's something that I've never experienced with this, with the CJ2. And I didn't even know about it until I tried them on. So by the way, apart from this, you have this really nice systems, and you can adjust them while skating. This is something I do often. With the Seba CJ2, this is something you don't do often, and at some point you don't have enough space to push this inside and get more stiffness. It's not possible. You hit the limit of using this plastic thing here, and for some reasons, at some point you're basically confined with whatever this allows you to do. This is not bad. You can also change it if you want, but once again, is really not comparable to this mechanism. You can easily adjust it, and it's amazing. I do this so often while skating. It's really nice because if you see that you want to do something more demanding, or you want to prepare yourself for a specific move, you can adjust this and have more support if you need it, or maybe you can just push this and release the tension and the pressure. This is amazing. I love it. I use this a lot, and also this is one of those things that I didn't know. And when I started using this boot, I was like, okay, this is useful. The fact that you have carbon, it's amazing. I love it. And this is a very tough material. If you look at the CJ2 Prime, it's a really tough material. It's not bad at all. But of course, you cannot really compare this cuff with the carbon cuff, which is something really specific to these wizard boots. I don't think, I haven't seen some other brands doing these exactly. And what else? So the first time I tried these skates, I thought I got the wrong number. And this is probably the first impression that you have when you try the wizard base, that you got the wrong number, because they are so stiff, and that you will always think that you have to get at least half measure more. But this is not true. You just have to give it some time, and you will break in, and it will fit like a glove. I can assure you. This doesn't mean that this skate works for everyone. I guess that it really depends on your foot, and unfortunately is a problem that all the skaters have. You never know. You have to try these things on, and it's expensive, and there is no way to rent them. But in my case, this worked perfectly. And another thing that I remember when I was trying to find, mostly on Reddit, when I was trying to find information about this compared to this one, Many people were like, okay, you will not see a huge difference between this and this. I think that those people didn't have experience with the Seba CJ2 and the Wizard base. I'm pretty sure they didn't, because there is a huge difference in my opinion. As I said, once again, it doesn't mean that this is a bad boot and this is the answer to all your problems. As I said also before, this was originally intended as an aggressive boot. Therefore, you have to keep this in mind, right? So we're all using it for Wizard, but people are still using it for aggressive skating, as you can see also from the plate, which is something that I take off, of course, when I use this for Wizard skating. But yeah, I mean, there is a huge difference. I don't know why people are saying that you won't see it, because you will see it especially here on the calf, which is, in my opinion, from my style, my kind of type of style of skating, is a game changer. I really love having a lot of support here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to dive too much into this. I think you will find a lot of reviews about the Wizard base. But yeah, if you want to hear more, I'm happy to share.